What's going on, everybody? I had to think about it. Happy Sunday. Been working so much that I forget the day. Happy long weekend here in Canada. I don't know if it's a long weekend in the US, but if it is, happy weekend to everyone. You guys might hear some fireworks because my neighbors are just going crazy. Also, we're in Canada and it's the NHL playoffs, so some craziness is happening out here. I know yesterday my girlfriend messaged me saying like our whole block was like all Leaf fans and fireworks and, you know, just craziness. So yeah, if you guys hear fireworks, it's because of that. It's not because I'm like, you know, mid ghetto or something like that. Guys, I'm really excited. It's a big week. A lot of us have been waiting a few weeks, maybe months for a certain issue to come out, but it is an interesting week this Wednesday. So hopefully you've been checking on your FOC shows like Sparks and things like that. You've been listening to a few YouTubers because there is a big book. So yeah, speaking of big, you know, my panel today is just insane. And here's why. Here's why I say it. Because I got a 5-time champ in the panel. He's one of my amigos, one of my musketeers. It is Mr. Blue Pill himself. Let's bring him out. 5-time champ. 5.
What's up? What's up,
man? 5-time champ. Does it feel different being 4 to 5, or like how does it feel? I don't know. I never got that high, so.
No, man. Listen, I'm just enjoying the ride while I can, and I'm just having fun with it. And like I said, I'm trying to build this title up, and I'll continue holding on as long as the people vote for me. So, yeah, man, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's a fun show. I was there. I mean, I'm always there supporting, and even if it wasn't you, you know, they're supporting Tony's thing, but he does a great thing.
For sure.
For those of you that forget, don't forget, you know, I was a 1-time heavyweight champion of the world before two brothers took me down. But hey, that's another story. I am coming back one day.
You will.
Yeah, we got 5-time champs. So, you know, congratulations, man. I know I said it to you like Friday night, Saturday, but you know, face to face and let everybody in the chat know congratulations on your win.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
It's every 2 weeks. So Hyper, even though he's a 5-time champ, he's actually held the title for 10 weeks. That's impressive. So
I try not to think about that too much because then it'll just get to the head, you know. So
let's bring out our other panelist, the myth, the man, the legend. He's got no face, or does he? It's FaceTime. What's up, man?
What's going on, guys?
What's up?
Yeah, so guys, I know some of you guys are coming in now. Just letting you guys know, if you guys hear some fireworks, it's because NHL playoffs are going. Canadians, I mean, I'm located in Canada. Canadians go crazy for hockey, so there might be some noises. So that's why I was saying. But yeah, so we got a fun show today. Lots to talk about.
I'm just hoping that both of your internet connections will hold up tonight, because I don't want to go through what happened on your show last Sunday and what happened on Face's show on Monday.
That's right.
That's the scary part. Hyper's here, so who knows what could happen.
That is true. Hopefully we don't have that happen. But hey, if it happens, it happens. All right. Before we start the show, there are a few friends that I want to talk about. So first up, we got Big B Comics, 3 stores, one in Niagara, one in Hamilton, one in Barrie. You guys know I rep the one in Niagara because that's where I live, but I also rep and talk to the guys in Hamilton. Great guys. Hyper, you've bought from them. I know a few people who watch, have checked out their website, have bought from them. They love it. Their shipping is great. So, you know, you can never go wrong with Big B Comics. They got Instagram, obviously Facebook, and their eBay page for all 3 stores. Next up, we've got Bleecker Street Comics, $10 a press, especially if you're down here in Southern Ontario. There's not that many pressers, so make sure you guys go check out my guy Bleecker Street Comics, BleekerStreetComics.com. He's got over 2,000 books on there. And guys, don't forget, code word Newbie Comics #1 gets you 10% off. Can't go wrong with some money off. Next up, we got Shape Stay Creative. Ask for Derek. Tell him Newbie sent you. If you need a logo, intro, whatever the case may be, if you're starting a channel or something like that with graphics, he's got you covered. Make sure you guys go contact Derek. And finally, we got Mutant Beaver Comics up here in Canada. You guys already know Newbie 10 being the code word gets you 10% off. So go check them out. They ship everywhere. everywhere. Okay, doesn't matter where you are on the globe, they ship. The U.S. ship. Pressable Defects has them as their sponsor as well, so you know that they are. When we talk about these guys, they are great. They send out great products. So make sure you guys go check them out. And again, use the code word, save some money, right? Perfect. All right, before we start the show, Hype, let's do a road call, and then let's get the fun going, man. I am interested to see what happens with the books, man. I'm going big on one issue, but we'll talk about it when we get there. So yeah, let's do the road call, and then let's get the show on the road.
All right, cool. So we got What Dreams is first. Okay, all right. Interesting name.
It's going to be that kind of show, man. It's going to be that kind of show.
So welcome, What Dreams, to our show. That's the first time you'll ever hear me say that. Star Wars Fiend, what is up? Bleecker Street Comics, Super Freak, friend of the show and an awesome presser in Canada. Empire Comics, hello. Comic Dude, another fellow Canuck, what is up, sir? T-Bone, what's up? Let's see, who else? PQ, the dude that always gives random messages during the show that makes me laugh. Phillyborn 21. Let's see, we got Bricks the Iron Geek from Montreal. Dan Delatore, I'm glad you kind of took a break off the golf course to come check our show out.
Yeah, man. Message me those pictures of the golf course. So jealous. Jesus.
Yeah, when we're in lockdown.
It looks pretty nice out there.
When we're in lockdown, yeah.
The Comic Criminal. I don't know if it seems like a first timer. I don't know if you saw him before, but if it's your first time,
I think I might have. Okay, if you're new, welcome. If not, hey, we'll get acquainted with your name.
Yeah. What's up, Hood Rat Comics from the Team Nerd? Definitely check their channel out. They also have some awesome content, and they also do their own new comic book day and other good stuff out there. Let's see. We got Miguel Grassa. What's up? What's up? And is that it? Nope. Comic Aussie. Thanks for dropping in. And RP.
So you guys know when you guys come in, or if you're just hanging out, listening, you're not even engaged in the chat, welcome. You guys know how we do. When you guys make a comment, we put it up. We give everybody a shout out. So, yeah. Face, I gotta ask. I'll say it with you. What do you think this week is? Heavy, nice, big? Where are you at with this week?
Well, I mean, because of the certain issue that's coming out, it's pretty heavy for exclusives and stuff. But as far as a lot of different comics coming out or whatever, it's not too bad. I wouldn't say it's the heaviest week in the world, but
no, I don't think so.
Yeah, it's not light either. I'd say it's about a medium.
Yeah. I think everybody's going after that one, or I hope anyway. I hope that people have been listening to FOCs. I hope people have been listening to, things that what you guys do on Monday on your show, Face, and Sparks and things like that. I hope they listened because it might be a little too late, especially with what is it like? Well, we'll talk about it when we get to the issue. I'm sure everybody knows what it is.
Right.
But yeah, like you said, Face, it's not the greatest, heaviest week of all time or even the year, but we do have some goodies in here. So yeah. All right, let's start the show. So if you're new to the show, we got New Comic Book Day first, comic news, and then we end with Newbie Spec of the Week. So.
And a shout out to What Spider Likes from Down Under.
That's right. So yeah, so if you're new to the channel, just have some fun. Hopefully I don't butcher your favorite character, because sometimes I tend to do that. Hope the popcorn's warm, the Coronas are cold, and yeah, let's get started.
First internet problems, hyper broke previews.
Yeah. So previews. We usually do our New Comic Book Day on previews. Unfortunately, we won't be doing it, so we will be doing everything on League of Comics. Usually we just do DC on it, but yeah, we're gonna roll with it. It's we've worked with League of Comics before, so we're just gonna do it now. So yeah, previews is down. Maintenance, I don't know, whatever that may be, but yeah. So all right, first up we got Department of Truth number 9. Everybody knows how crazy Department of Truth has become. It is probably outside of Something's Killing the Children. Probably number 2. I wouldn't put it anywhere else on the scale when you think about indies. This is probably number 2. things been heating up. Hyper, I know you messaged me with that #1 fifth print last week that was still reaching, what, $40-50, somewhere around there.
I think that's the secret variant that was reaching that
Oh,
much.
the secret
Actually,
variant?
it could be more at this
Could be
point,
more?
probably. Yeah.
So yeah, that's going red hot. So now we got the 9th installment. I know Face is a big advocate for this. He was talking about this like way before, telling everybody to grab it. But yeah, we finally get issue number 9. I can guarantee all 3 of us are grabbing this, right?
Yeah, I mean, this is one of those. It's almost like we're already 9 issues in. It's like, put it this way: if we're not going to be able to sell you on the series now, it's almost like you're either on it or you're not at this point.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you're following the series, you're going to be picking this issue up. I'm not too sure. I think this week I'm probably only picking up the A cover. I'm not too crazy about the variants this week. Sometimes I do like their variants, but I don't know. I'm not really feeling the.
I'm not either, man. I checked and yeah, I'm not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
I mean, see, it's Department of Truth. So for me, you know, I'm on this series kind of like I'm on it with Something That's Killing the Children, and you know, a lot of those exclusive variants do get pretty hot on the secondary market. So I've been picking up a lot of them also. So yeah, this hitting the same week, it hurts my wallet a little bit.
But Face, I'm assuming then I guess you're picking up also the open order variants, those B and C covers.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yeah. What's
Well,
up,
this
Shed?
is interesting. Hold on, this is interesting.
What's up?
Philly born.
So here's the thing. Okay, so because they're 2 different genres, right? So because I know that the knock on Department of Truth with some people is just because that whole leaning into the conspiracy theory kind of aspect of it, and like I know Sith told me that he kind of got. I think he read like the first 2 issues or the first issue, and then he kind of dropped it from his pull. It was just he wasn't feeling it. So I can see that. Whereas Noctera was a straight up more like an action kind of story, and I can see that having, I guess, a general appeal.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I like both. I like both series. I'm pulling both of those.
Yeah, I would say they're both pretty.
Yeah,
I would agree with that. They're both right on the same on the same kind of level for me.
Yeah.
Noctera is another series that I'm on pretty hard. So.
And also Noctera's only 3 issues in, so it's still fairly early out in the run.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. So
good run though.
Yeah. Next up, we have one that I know my guy, Key Issue, who had a birthday last week. So shout outs to him. If you didn't wish him a happy birthday, you missed out. But guess what? You can say belated happy birthday. But I know he's picking up Spawn 318. For me, it's a pass. Obviously, I'm not the biggest Spawn guy. I'm also not going to start picking it up at 318. I think the last one I got was like 309. The first appearance of the Gunslinger or whatever the case was back then.
No, that was just a cover. First appearance was
cover? Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy how that book came out in like September last year, and it's like 9 issues, and we're like almost a year later. So that's just but again, Spawn isn't like, I'm not the biggest fan of Spawn. Not to say I don't like him, just not something that I was picking up. So yeah, this one for me is a pass. I'm not going to be grabbing this, but I do know that Spawn has a big following.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to get back into picking up Spawn. Honestly, the 2 things, like, aside, because I have to still catch up on some of the issues, but I always find that whether it's the variant or the regular covers, that lately the covers in Spawn have been killing it. I find they've been very consistent, whether it's the McFarlane covers or the Matina covers. And also, I mean, keep in mind, it's also I think one of the only ongoing series that still has a $2.99 price tag. So that's very much appreciated when you see DC having like
$10.
Yeah, it's like $5.99 for the Joker ongoing. Even though I get it, it's a little bit thicker, but still, it's if you're following Spawn, it's definitely easier on your wallet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been pretty much back on Spawn since about issue 300. I jumped off of it for a while, and I've been liking the current run. It's right now it's build up, and it very much feels like build up. When you read the last few issues of Spawn, it's all, of course, building up into the big event that's coming here in actually another month or so.
Yeah, the Spawn verse or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and these issues obviously feel like they're building to that, and there's a lot of lead in right now. So if you're looking forward to that event, you probably want to pick up this issue, the next one, and into it. So yeah.
All right, this one I know Face is excited about, but we've got Haha number 5. I mean, it's not the greatest cover. I'll say that. It's not what I've expected and what I've seen in the last couple issues. You know what I mean? Like they've for the most part had really successful and really nice cover A's. This one, when I saw it, I was kind of disappointed. But I mean, hey, if you're batting 4 for 5, that's good on anything that you do. So I'll give him a pass here. But yeah, just very disappointed with the issue, to be honest.
The B cover is better though. The B cover is better for the B cover is the third picture. Yeah, I'm pointing to the screen as if you could see my finger.
Yeah, I know. Thanks.
But Haha, I grabbed the first issue, but I'm probably gonna wait for the trade or something, or maybe just read it digitally. I mean, these are all self-contained issues for the most part, so I'll just wait until all 6 issues. It's 6 issues, right, Face?
Yeah, it's 6 issues. I don't think that's changed. That's what was announced initially. Yeah. So, and like that's why I had a hard time answering the question when Newbie asked me about this week. Like it's not like the biggest week in the world for maybe most people or anything like that. But this week really fucking kills my wallet because another one where I pick up like as much of the exclusives that I can because I mean people hate creepy clowns and they don't bother me, so I like it. I've been enjoying the series and getting all of the covers and everything like that. So
if you don't like, I was gonna say if you don't like clowns, you probably shouldn't see some of the chat on YouTube. Not our chat. Our chat's cool.
They are right.
Whoa. Dan is saying, I got Haha 3, but haven't read it yet. Has anyone read the story so far? Any good? Yeah. Dan,
it's an anthology. Yeah, it's an anthology series, so every issue is different, kind of pretty much standalone.
Yeah.
For the most part, there may be some overlying story that's going to come together at the end or whatever, but yeah, they've been pretty good.
Yeah. There are a lot of people like I'm not really feeling it either. Star Wars Fiend is saying not really feeling it. Had to drop it. The stories weren't all that good, in my opinion.
I think people. I think one of the things with Haha is people were expecting something very much like Ice Cream Man and everything like that.
Yeah.
And it definitely has a different feel to it.
Well, that's kind of how we were. Not we specifically, Face, but like that's just kind of how the community was advertising this, right? Like when it came out, what did we say? Well, this is going to be exactly, if not better than Ice Cream Man, right? Like that's what everybody was saying. Oh, if you like that, it's going to be this. Oh, if you want to invest and you want to see the same money, well, get this because this is going to be, So yeah, we'll
because the thing is, because I only read the first issue, so I can't really speak for the others. But Face, you could probably shine a light on this because I'm hearing that what Haha is doing is apparently how it's almost shedding a light on darker subject matter that's like real, like, that hits close to home more or less. Where like depression and other stuff.
Right. Yeah. There's some stories that definitely would deal with some deeper underlying issues and everything like that. And it's like any anthology series too. Not every issue is going to be a winner for everyone. Like for sure, the last issue for me, the 4th issue, was probably the one that I was the least a fan of in the series so far. I was pretty good with the first 3 issues. I enjoyed the stories. The last one I didn't like as much, but hey, you're gonna run into that every now and then. So,
all right. Moving on, we got another one that's been pretty hot. Obviously, the first issue came out last month. We're already on issue number 3. So we got Shadecraft number 3. I like the cover. I only have number 1. So
that is the one to get. Number 1.
I didn't pick up number 2. I don't think excuse me, I don't think I'll get number 3. I'm trying to cut back and try to get something by the end of the summer. So, you know, you guys have heard me say, I know Hyper's doing the same. He's cutting back. So yeah, number 1 is the one to get, but I get it. You know, people are grabbing it all, of course. Where you guys sit on this book?
It's funny, this because there's a few titles I have to catch up on. It. I mean, we're only 2 issues in Shadecraft, so because of the long weekend, I actually plan on reading this either tonight or tomorrow. It's part of my indie reading pile, you could say. But yeah, I picked up both issue 1 and 2. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I picked up issue 1 mainly because you know there was that. It got that whole hype about it being optioned and all that, so I picked up like a couple of copies of that. But then, you know, the story I heard was really nice, so I'll be grabbing issue 1 and 2. I already have issue 3 pulled. I tend to want to grab at least the first arc usually of a series before I drop it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grabbed the first issue of this. I actually have the second one, but I'm a little behind on it. I haven't read the second issue yet, so I'm gonna have to read that real quick and grab this one. But you know, the first issue seemed pretty good. It was an interesting enough story. You know, it's another one of these horror series that looks like it's gonna be fairly interesting. There's a lot of them now, and that's the problem, man. I you know, I like these horror series, and it's hard to pick them all up. There's just so fucking many of them now.
Yeah.
And by the way, he said horror series.
Not yeah.
Face is not into the other series.
Horror.
We got it. At the start of the show, I was talking about Keys being his birthday. So guys, I totally forgot to let you guys know, but Vancouver Comic Junkie, aka Mr. Chris, just had a birthday on Saturday. So big shout outs to him.
What's up?
He's probably feeling it. So yeah, so happy birthday, happy belated. I mean, I said it on the day, but for you guys, happy belated. But yeah. Renos, what's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. All right. Next up, one that we haven't really talked about in a long time, but we got Philadelphia number 13. To be honest, guys, I don't remember talking about Philadelphia for a few weeks now. Like, I was trying to recall the last time we did it. It's been a while.
It feels like it's been a while. I don't know.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
I think they might have went on break.
Yeah? Okay. Because that's what somebody was telling me. And I was like, I don't know.
I mean, because
Philadelphia.
I'm reading the solicit. This looks like a part 1 of a new story arc. So you guys might be right. It may have been on a hiatus. Yeah. I missed the boat on this, and this is one of those things that I'm gonna have to either trade wait or read down the line. I'm not gonna hunt for the early issues.
Yeah. I'm the same way with you, Hyperman.
Yeah, this is again. It's another pretty dope horror book, you know, that's coming out from Image. It's a great read, but again, yeah, this is what 4th or 5th one in a row that we've touched on that you know, that at least in that genre that's coming out right now from Image, it's been really good. You know, it's another one that I'm picking up. So
yeah,
there's a shit ton of them right now. So you can definitely like it's hard to get them all.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Last book on Image we're going to talk about is Made in Korea, and I bring this up obviously because of, you know, what's going on in society. It is, and I don't want to butcher it, so I apologize if I do, but it is Asian American Heritage Month, Pacific Island, I think, as well. If I butchered it, I apologize, but yeah. So, you know, obviously,
Pacific Island for Heritage Month.
Yeah, it's crazy that we've kind of gotten to this point, right? You know, me being an immigrant myself and stuff like that, but you know, with the Asian stuff, I mean, we're seeing a lot more of it, and it just, you know, it's a good thing, you know. But yeah, we got Made in Korea number 1. I don't know.
Hopefully it's south and not north.
Yeah. What do you guys think about it?
I'll be honest.
Number 1, it's got that, you know, the minority thing. So, you know, like that.
I mean, I'll be honest. This is the first time I'm seeing this. Like right now, I don't even actually remember seeing this. Maybe I skipped by this when I saw previews, but I don't know, man. I mean, because I know we had another series that was called The Good Asian that came out last year.
Yeah, wasn't it like that? Futuristic 50s
detective kind of.
Yeah. So we're seeing, and that's where I was getting right. Like we're getting a lot of these Asian stuff, which is good. I love seeing minorities and just different things. So I love seeing it. But yeah, we're a lot of people are saying that one was really good. So I was, when I saw this one, I was like, let's see what this is.
I mean, you would think I would grab this one because I have a Samsung S8 and my TV is also a Samsung. So
it's got okay, and I don't want the chat to like be like, Newbie, what are you talking about? But like it does from like far away glance have that Department of Truth cover. Kind of. Right? Okay, all right. I thought it was just me.
No, I could see that. I mean, the whole the American flag and all that. Yeah, I could sort of see, but I don't know. I don't know how to really feel it. Probably because I don't really know much about the series. I'm just kind of glancing over this solicit right now. So I don't know. Face, do you have any insight on this one?
No, other than that, I just read the solicit, and you know what? I think I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. I'm gonna read it. Sounds interesting. I'll check it out.
Number one, hey, whatever. I'm sure, Face. I'm sure you're gonna be getting a lot of copies of one book that you might be able to make your money back, even if you do get this. So yeah, you'll be good. You'll be good.
I don't know about that, man. That book's gonna be pretty heavily ordered, so we'll see.
Yeah, I guess.
We'll see. Right. Who knows?
So we're going to go to IDW, guys, and right off the bat, we've got something I know Hyper is going to be getting, but we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Last Ronin #3.
Yeah, this is what I call one of my broke books. Like the book that's probably gonna aside from another book that we'll talk about later, is probably gonna take up like a good chunk of my pull this week.
I mean, it's got that $9 price tag US, which means for us Canadians, we're gonna be paying around $11 for it. Yeah. So I don't know how many copies I'll get. Maybe I'll get one just to kind of finish out what I have. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I'm not really going too heavy on this one.
So this is what I meant by it's going to take up a chunk, and I completely agree with Bleecker Street. Finally, yeah, because this is it's. I mean, I'm so glad this is only a 5-issue mini, because if this was like a 12-issue series, I feel like I'd be waiting until 2 years to get this.
Doomsday Clock, bro.
Yeah, I didn't want to mention that title because we've already had some people mention that in the chat. Newbie, you mentioned, I think you said you're only getting one copy of this. Unfortunately, being a bit of a TMNT guy and how I've been collecting,
you're going big.
I have at least 3 copies pulled at my shop, and I also have 2 of the 1 in 10s. Hopefully, if the store didn't mess up the orders, but I have 2 1 in 10s and 3 of the regular covers set aside. If the other 2 issues are any indication, I don't think my store is going to be selling the 1 in 10s at ratio. They're probably going to be selling them at like $20, and I'm going to happily pay it, unfortunately.
Trying to load up the 1 in 10.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm picking up the regular covers, the incentives.
Yeah, that's the 1 in 10.
Didn't grab any exclusives for it or anything like that, but
no, I didn't either.
Man, the first 2 issues have been really good for this, and I'm hoping that trend continues and this whole series ends up being, as good as it started off. And it's a great cover. The A cover is awesome. So
yeah. Actually, Free Energy brings up a good point. I didn't think about it, but now that you mention it, it does kind of have that.
Yeah,
it is, right? Okay, yeah, that actually.
Yeah, I believe it's supposed to be an homage to it. I could be wrong, but
good call.
I was thinking the same thing actually. Like as I put it up and you guys were talking, I'm like, this reminds me of something, but I couldn't think of what it was. And then so free energy, good, good eye, definitely. Okay, we've got. We've got, you know what? I'm not going to open it because we just got these right here. So we got Marvel Action Captain Marvel #3. I bring this one up simply because the last 2 issues have had really, I don't want to say, when I say sought, I don't mean like the whole world stops and tries to run for them, but the last 2 issues have had one of those 1 in 10s that have reached that $30, $40 mark for, the Wednesday and Thursday. So just, if you've ordered it or maybe a shop that has it, they might have the 1 in 10. The 1 in 10 is right there. I mean, I'm not the biggest Captain Marvel fan or of this run, but yeah, like I said, if you can get your hands on one of these, they're usually going between $30 and $40.
Well, I think what
Yeah, I don't think this one will hit as hard.
No, but the
It's
other
Spider
two
Gwen.
I think was it hit because of the fact that I think Spider Gwen was on it, right?
I was
Yeah,
just going to say that exactly. Yeah.
I think that was the big drawing point on those was Spider Gwen. Now these are generally I mean, well, see, the thing is though, because they tend to be pretty low print run books, the all ages books that come out from IDW, so there isn't a whole lot of the RIs out to begin with, and that's
Right.
usually why I end up picking up a little bit of a premium in the aftermarket. So like if it's kind of worth it. It's like one of those things where if you're a person that is into reselling and everything like that, and you go to your LCS and it's on the shelf there for cover price or whatever, yeah, it's probably worth grabbing it because you can come home and there's probably someone that may not be in your area searching for it on the internet, and you can make a couple bucks or whatever. So
yeah. All right, and finally we've got My Little Pony Transformers. Again, you guys laugh. I know some people in the chat sometimes laugh, but I mean, some of these have become like I know a few people who collect them, have been collecting them. I know it's from like a different run, but these crossovers, especially with Transformers, it's become a thing. So that's why I bring it up. No disrespect to Transformers and My Little Pony. I think it's like a terrible crossover, and I'm not picking it up. So
the first miniseries that they did was actually really good. It was actually not bad.
That one was really good. Yeah, that one was really good.
Hopefully this one will be as good. I'm gonna pick it up. It's Transformers, so of course I'm picking it up.
Yeah.
I haven't really looked a whole lot into it. I'll probably just grab whatever covers on the bucket shelf or what. So.
Reno's grab. No, but seriously though, pass.
It's Transformers. I gotta grab it. So.
Newbie, I just want to address Chef R.D. Zaris about the previous Captain Marvel. I'm just gonna quickly say I don't think Brie Larson technically lowered Captain Marvel's issue because I know as much as we complain about her role as Captain Marvel, you can't deny that Kevin Feige and all of them, they did kind of place her as a top tier Marvel superhero character. So if anything, as much as we might not like her in the movies, there's no denying that we know that she's kind of like an A-tier character. So I don't think she actually lowered the values, in my opinion, of the comics.
Listen, the last book I got 10 copies of was that 3D first appearance of Virus. Okay, so I kind of learned my lesson. So yeah. Okay. All right. It's time. I mean, I know we're not talking Marvel, but it's time. This is probably the big winner of the week. This is probably where a lot of people are going to tell me they have a lot of ratios. I don't want to break anyone's heart. I don't want anybody thinking special treatment here, but I called my shop. Shout outs to Big B. I called out my shop way in advance, knowing that this was coming out. So I have coming for me and waiting for me on Monday. Actually, and keys as well. But we got cover A, cover B, the 1 in 25, the 1 in 50, and the 1 per store variant. Okay. Yeah. So I got the trinity of the issue, but guys, the issue that I'm talking about is Something is Killing the Children, number 16. After I think it's been 5 or 6 weeks, we finally get it. More importantly, we always talk about next best book, right? And Something's Killing the Children number 1 is out of a lot of people's price range. First appearance, right? That deal. This is the origin story. So it's taken 16 issues to get to that origin story. Here we are. So I'm expecting this down the road to be big, bigger than it probably will be now, especially when this thing hits, because you see it all over comics, right? If you can't afford the first appearance, you go after second appearance. Usually it's first origin, then second. But yeah, I really think that this is the winner book. This is cover A, obviously. So yeah, I'm getting all of them. I got all of them. I'm happy as hell.
Reynolds might have some words with you after because apparently you're the reason why he didn't get some of these.
Hey man, Hey, Renos, I'm sorry, man. I called them like the day, like the same week 15 was done. I called them and said, "Hey,
Awkward.
yeah, sorry, Renos, sorry, man." He's in my. If you guys don't know in the chat, he's in my area, so we go to the same shop. Like he goes to Big B as well.
You'll be
So.
using that special privilege to get it. Oh, that's some shit right there.
I didn't need, I called way in advance, guys. That's all it is. That's all it is.
Yeah, listen, like Newbie, I'm picking up all the covers, and I'm picking up the one per store. And this is kind of my, like, I guess, prediction, I feel. And I kind of feel it's almost going to follow the same way as Berserker. Because I wasn't expecting all these exclusives to come for issue 16. So, unfortunately, well, I guess fortunately, depending if you're hunting for these issues, you'll notice that the values of the 1 in 50 and the 1 in 25 has been gradually dropping. That they're being more accessible online and all that. Before, I think I would say like the whole set sell for 200. Now you could find like the 1 in 50 for like 75, $50. I think that one per store might be the one. And normally one per stores don't really tread very well. But you notice that on Berserker, it was that one per store that actually was the winner among all the ratios. Because in Berserker, they had that 1 in 1,000 that not a lot, but like, that kind of pushed a lot of copies out. So I feel that if you guys can get that one per store in your shop, and the one per store, I believe, is just the version of cover A.
Yeah. Well, no, it's got like darker lines around because it's literally like the Jenny Friesen one. Here, I'll show it, but it's just a little. Ooh, if they have it.
Yeah,
here.
you guys keep saying all these. You're getting all the covers. You have no idea what all the covers is.
Well,
I'm saying non-exclusive. Okay, so I should preface.
Non-exclusive. Yeah, no, so I can't find the one per store, but basically it is like the cover B, the Friesen one. It's just darker. Or sorry, it's like the 1 in 50 rather. It's just darker and like there's more color to it, more blacks, and I think there's a little bit more red to it. But other than that, I mean, you're basically getting like the 1 in 50, just different color.
Yeah, I mean, as Face alluded to, I'm not picking up any of the exclusives because I've kind of been out of the exclusive game for a while now, and I just don't want to go down that rabbit hole. Face could probably let us know how many exclusive, or if he's getting all the exclusives for that matter.
I believe there was 20.
Oh, 28, dude. Oh.
And wait, Face. How many out of the 28 are we talking about you pulling?
Say that again?
How many out of the 28 are you pulling?
Listen, that doesn't matter, okay? No.
Damn.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm actually not sure. Most of them.
Okay, all right. We'll go with most of them.
We're shooting at all of them, so there's one or two of them that I got to work out stuff for.
Do you guys have a one per store or no?
What do you mean, in our shops?
Yeah, like no. Do you have one set aside for you?
I mean, I do have one set aside for me, but I hope it's not okay. So this is what I'm worried about. One of my shops last week, they did this mistake where, remember, Radiant Black had that second printing, and then they had a 1 per 10 that almost looked identical to the second printing, but it's a ratio. The shop accidentally put that on the shelf, thinking it's a regular issue, and someone picked it up for cover price. Wow. So I'm hoping that they don't do this with the 1 per store, because I'd be so pissed off if that. Because I asked them to set it aside for me, and they should. But I have a feeling I have to call them Tuesday before letting them know. Hey man, did you get that 1 per store?
Arguably the book to get this week.
The thing. Well, see, okay. Since we're talking about it, here's the thing with something that's killing children. This week too, they recently announced that they're doing a hardcover variant, or not variant, but they're doing a hardcover edition for something killing children. That's going to encompass the first 15 issues. Okay. And that actually just started dropping just the other day. There's from what I know so far, there's going to be like a regular edition, and there's going to be a limited slipcase edition, which is going to be the big one. That could actually be the big book from Something Is Killing the Children this week, is that limited slipcase edition hardcover. But then after that, there's going to be like 4 different exclusives for it too. So
yeah, Dunkin' Box beat you to that face, but yeah.
Saying it comes
that hardcover, because it's going to be limited and everything like that, could be, because the fans of the series will definitely pay for that if they haven't got it.
Oh, hold on, Face. That's actually dropping this week as well?
It already did.
It already did.
Like you can already pre-order it now.
Wow.
Oh, you can pre-order it. Okay, so
that's gonna be interesting.
So the cutoff is not done yet for that.
Not yet. I'm not sure when exactly it is, but
okay, all right. That's good.
But the slipcase edition is apparently limited. I'm not sure exactly what the number of copies on that is, so I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah. Well, that is arguably probably the book to get this week. Something's Killing the Children 16 makes its return. Moving on, we've got Dune number 7. That's all I got. I don't pick this book. I don't read it. That's it for me, man.
So well, I'm actually a huge fan of Dune in general. The series of novels, long before it was, a comic book series or a movie that people paid attention to. There was a really bad 80s movies and some sci-fi version, movies that came out and everything like that. But I've been a fan of the series. And this comic book has actually been really good. If you're a fan of the series, it's actually been really, really good. So, there's been some dope covers for it too. Frizen's done a couple of dope covers. But other than that, if you're not a huge fan of Dune, there's really no reason that you're going to pick this up. So,
yeah.
Tyme, where are you on this one, man?
Same as you. I haven't picked up the original Dune, so and honestly, I haven't even watched the movies either. So this is a pass for me.
Perfect. We can move on to Abbott, 1973, number 5. Again, this one kind of goes back to the first couple of covers were really good. Now we get to this. I'm kind of not feeling it. That's pretty much all I have. I have issue number 1, and that's about it. I might have issue number 2, actually, but I can't remember. Because I remember saying something that I liked the covers, and she was on the car or whatever. It was like a red one. But, so here we are, number 5. Not really going to spend too much time on it on my end, but issue number 5.
Yeah, I picked up issue 1, I think mainly because of that Paramount option news, but although there was a series before that that's just called Abbott. I never read that series, so it wouldn't, for me at least, it didn't make sense for me to read this series before reading the previous series. Yeah. So I only have, like you, I only have issue number 1.
Yeah, I actually didn't jump on this series at all because I didn't read that first series. So,
perfect.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pick up the trade paperbacks for this whenever they come
out. I'm shocked, Face. I'm shocked.
Hey, sometimes you got to make small cuts wherever you can.
Yeah, no, that absolutely.
One of the few that I could get rid of. So.
Absolutely.
Newbie. He has like 30, 40 issues of Something is Killing the Children lined up this week, so he's kind of have to make cuts somewhere.
Oh my god, it's been fucking horrible trying to track all this down too.
We're going into Dark Horse here. There's only 3 books. Is there anything that you guys want to touch on? There's nothing here that I'm reading, picking up, or have any news on. So.
It's funny because 2 out of the 3 are video game titles, and I'm picking none of these titles. So, yeah.
Wait, is that The Witcher?
Yeah,
Witcher.
Number 1.
It's not the first Witcher comic series. It's
no.
I don't know. Maybe on The Witcher. Maybe I might pick it up. We'll see.
Oh God. All right. Well, that makes it so much easier because now we have the big boys left, and because we don't have to go through it.
Wait. On Tim's request, because unfortunately he couldn't be here, he asked me if you can do the Dynamite, and I had to be true to my word. So
all right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do Dynamite pick of the week, Newbie. Oh, I can't do it as well because.
Oh yeah, you're gonna have to actually go into it probably. There's only one. Just go into Red Sonja because Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones.
So you're gonna have to.
That's your selection.
Oh my God!
Right there.
Yep. So I found the one I'm going with right here. So my Dynamite pick of the week, and guys, this is just. Are you guys seeing it? No, you guys aren't seeing it.
You might have to
scroll up.
Hold on. What the hell?
I hope it's not that one.
There we go. That is my Dynamite pick of the week.
Is that a cosplay cover?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, just she caught my attention. That's the one that I grabbed. I looked twice, so it's my Dynamite pick of the week. If you guys are new to the show, I always try to show love to Dynamite because we usually just skip it. There's not really much there for us, so I usually just kind of have fun with it and do Dynamite pick of the week.
Yeah, I mean, I appreciate she's getting a good stretch in before the run, so
Yeah, that was.
So now we are gonna go to DC.
How come y'all give no love to Red Sonja, and she got a damn movie deal?
Oh God, come on now.
Damn.
And boom. So yeah, so we don't have to really wait all that long. We can just go to DC right now. So we got DC, then Marvel, comic news, and then Newbie spec of the week. So if you guys are new, I'm seeing a lot of new people, a lot of new people in the chat. So yeah, if you guys are new, you guys checking us out for the first time, yeah, we're just doing new comic book day, news, just a good time. And then Newbie spec of the week last. And then we got a few announcements to make for Tuesday's show because Tuesday's show is going to be a big one. So yeah. So let's kick off DC right here, guys. We got Detective Comics 1036. You guys know how I feel about DC. I'm usually never really grabbing any of these titles. I'm not following any of them. So Face, Hyper, it's your turn to shine.
I think what's notable about this is apparently there might be a new Lady Clayface or something that might appear. So,
we've got Bane's daughter. We got Bane's daughter. Now we got Clayface, female Clayface. Okay,
yeah.
No,
that's
No, but it feels like they're trying to usher in a. And I've been having some conversations with people about this. They're trying to usher in a new wave of Batman villains and sort of retire off some of the older villains.
Well, I don't know.
It kind of seems like they're building toward that future state, and everything like that. So
yeah, I don't know so much about retire. Maybe just have some stuff in their back pocket that they could kind of rotate. Maybe
retire being more or less permanent for some than others. I mean, they've killed off Bane, and it looks like they're essentially putting the Riddler into a sort of retirement. So,
but do you honestly think that Bane's gonna stay dead though?
Given that they immediately introduced another character that takes up the same shtick and is being portrayed as his daughter, I think that there's a half decent chance they might actually work on keeping Bane dead for a while.
Yeah. I honestly hope not.
Unfortunately, I want Bane to fucking come back because Bane's a great character, but
yeah, and I actually like Bane as a villain for Batman. He's one of the OGs. He's the dude that basically broke Batman's back and kind of made him rethink everything.
This Huntress is not Batman's daughter. That is another universe, yeah. This Huntress is Helena Bertinelli. The alt universe Huntress that's Batman's daughter, Batman and Catwoman's daughter, is Helena Wayne, obviously. So.
Oh, from that whole Tom King, the Tom King.
Yeah, that's going on in Batman Catwoman right now. But it actually came before that. There was another. I forget. Oh shit! I don't even remember what it was offhand. But I want to say Earth 2 or some shit like that. But yeah, where Batman and Catwoman had a daughter named Helena that went on to become Huntress also. So,
Dr. Lovebox knows me so well. Anytime Marvel has a new character, oh my God, this is so cool. This character is dope. I can't wait for him to be in the MCU. Dope. Anytime there's a new character, a DC character, oh my God, DC is so lame. Why do they keep making all these new characters? Right?
Hey, listen, not for nothing. I've been sour on a lot of these Heroes Reborn characters that Marvel's been dishing out. That's why I have not been picking up Heroes Reborn lately.
Nice.
Well, the Heroes Reborn characters are not. Yeah, they're new characters and everything like that, but they're not permanent, and they're not meant to be permanent at all. That's just a
fair point.
Story arc that they're going through. Whereas the characters in Batman and whatnot are meant to be more permanent. But I've been liking a lot of the characters that they've introduced you know, in Batman so far. I just read the Miracle Molly issue like here not too long ago, and she's not bad so far. She wasn't what I expected from her character yet, but we'll see how it turns out.
See, the thing is,
I like Punchline, so you know.
I'm not hating on DC like introducing these new characters. My question is like the staying power that most of these characters will have. Like, is it going to go the route of the designer where he wasn't there for like after a few issues, or like Underbroker, you don't really hear him, but he was just there as almost like just a cog in the wheel. So my question is like, do they actually have plans for these characters, or are they just there just to kind of create a little momentary buzz for the title and that's it?
Yeah, some of them. I think some of them are gonna stick and some of them aren't. I mean, that's gonna obviously, you know, that's how it always goes. But yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's stick to Batman, but switch gears
There's
here.
another new character.
Robin. Oh, what?
No, we're saying it's another
new character.
Oh, Robin #2. Now, is this the first cover, or is this the first appearance and cover?
No. She was in the cover of the wraparound.
Okay.
And also she had that 1 in 25 and Robin #1. So it's not her first cover.
So yeah, I'll let you guys shine here because like I'm not picking this up. So.
I mean, I will be picking this up. I picked up issue 1, and because it kind of this is kind of like a story that should kind of appeal to me because it almost has like a Mortal Kombat-esque kind of feel to it. Because like Robin entering a tournament kind of thing. So, and it's Joshua Williamson, right? That's writing this. Face?
Yeah,
Yes.
bro.
Yeah. So I'll give this at least like a 1 arc shot, and see, because I always feel like Damian Wayne has his ebbs and flows, but maybe this might be the series that kind of makes him more of a breakout character in the DCU. So,
Man, that first issue was wow, unexpected ending, and it's kind of obvious where they're gonna go with it. From there, as far as so you guys haven't read the first issue, right? And
I've read it. I have to finish it though, but I have to reread it. Put it that way.
Yeah, well, the tournament is for the League of Lazarus.
Yes.
You know, and it's happening on Lazarus Island. There's a new character that gets introduced in there right away. Other than Flatline, a character named Respawn, who looks very much like Deathstroke. But you know, given the character's name and everything like that, you know, Respawn, you know, it's all happening with the stuff with the Lazarus and everything like that. There's a definite resurrection vibe going on to it. So which will be important. So.
Yeah.
All right. We got Teen Titans Academy #3.
So this is one thing I mean, Marvel does this too, but I'm not a fan when we have to do crossover series because in order to kind of follow this series, I have to now pick up Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Because it's a crossover between the two issues. Because I believe the previous issue of Suicide Squad was a part 1 of the storyline.
Yeah.
So I was picking up Teen Titans mainly because of the Red X thing, but now it seems like in order to follow this thread, I might have to pick up the other issues of Suicide Squad. So I don't know. I mean, I'll grab this, but I might read the Suicide Squad one digitally, maybe.
Yeah, there's a little bit of crossover going on between the those two titles. I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. I don't know if it's just you know it's like a 2-issue crossover or if it's gonna be multiple issues.
No, it's multiple. It's definitely not 2 issues. It's at least 6, I think.
Is it? Okay. But yeah, I mean, I was on both series. You know, I jumped on them both from #1, so I'm gonna continue grabbing them. I'm curious about who Red X is, and I do like DC stuff. They've been putting out some pretty good stuff lately. So
eventually, this stuff will all pan out, I think. And then there's going to be a few things that I regret not picking up, but again, you know, everybody collects a little differently.
Yeah.
You know, I'm trying to cut back everywhere I can to get certain, you know, Silver Age and Bronze Age stuff. So, you know, that's kind of where I'm at. So we'll see.
And I'm noticing what's going on in the chat. It seems like everyone's like just dropping their age or something. Like, what are we doing? Is there like a swap meet or something going on? It's like, you guys are gonna next drop your social security numbers and all this. It's like I'm just seeing like numbers in the chat. It's like
57, 20. Hey,
it's like a little mixture going on.
I enjoy seeing that because I appreciate when the more experienced guys are tuning in and like following us and like kind of giving their information.
Dan, I'm just kidding. Like, dude, I enjoy the interaction with the chat.
I haven't seen this in a very long time. If you guys don't know what ASL is, like age, sex, location. That's what you used to say back in like MSN Messenger days, right? But
shoot, like ICQ.
Yeah. 59, 69. Lovebox doesn't know what he is. He's saying 59, 69. Star Wars Fiend is saying 34. Why not?
Hey, listen, I enjoy when the chat kind of, kind of.
It's a life of its own.
Yeah. No. It shows that they, we're all a big community, right? We're all just interacting with each other, so it's cool, man.
All right, Batman Black and White #6. These ones have usually been done really well. I've enjoyed these covers, but again, not one that I'm picking up. I haven't picked up number 1 through 5, so I'm not going to start at #6. But #6 this week.
Yeah, I mean, what's great about these is they're like anthology series, so you could easily read one of these, and you don't have to read the others to kind of follow along. So I think I picked up issue 1, and I picked up issue 2 or 3 because of that Maps being Robin, that issue. But I haven't really been consistent in picking up these issues.
Yeah, I'm sure I'm gonna grab a copy of it with the cover. I think I believe these are Prestige.
Yes.
Format. So yeah, I'll grab whatever cover I like, and that'll probably be it. I haven't really read it. It's anthology, so
yeah.
It's Prestige. I fucking hate Prestige comics because I always have to buy 2.
Wait, what do you mean? Why do you have? Oh, because of the crease that it happens when you open it. Yeah. I hear you.
All right, and finally we got Harley Quinn #3. Again, not the craziest cover, not the nicest cover. I don't really know too many people that are picking up Harley Quinn, to be honest with you, still, but somebody is.
I mean, I grabbed the future state of Harley Quinn, but I haven't really. Yeah, I'm not really a big Harley Quinn fan in terms of ongoing stuff. Like, I'll read her Black Label issues and all that here and there, but I didn't pick, and and I know some people like the interior art. I'm not a fan of the interior art. It's too cartoon. I don't know how to say it. It's like kind of.
You're not the first person to say it. You're not the first person to say it, so don't worry about it.
Not a big fan of the interior, personally.
I've been picking it up. I haven't read any of them yet, though. I'm behind on Harley. I kind of putting them to the side in favor of being stuff that seems like it'll be a little more.
I've got to say something real quick. Wet Dreams said something about the nice house on the lake. Earlier. I didn't know. I honestly I didn't like highlight it or respond because like where I live is called like House on the Lake.
Yeah.
Like, that neighborhood. So like I was just kind of like a little creeped out because I'm like, oh man, this guy knows where I live or something.
No, it's a book.
Well, now everybody fucking knows.
Book, so I feel a little bit better.
He was creeped out by this one random dude possibly knowing where he lives and then just fucking tells everybody on the internet. So
yeah, you know how many neighborhoods there could be called, whatever. But I'm just saying, like, people around here, that's what they know it as. But like, yeah, I just thought it was like, I was like, oh man, who is this? But yeah, okay, so he's talking about the comic. I didn't know that. So
wait,
yeah.
But no one picked up on the fact that the man's name is Wet Dreams and the title that he went for was called A Nice House on the Lake.
Hey, it is what it is.
I mean, correlation.
All right. Well, that's it for
Right?
DC. We can now move on to Marvel before we get into all the other goodness. Well, what the hell? We don't want DC. We just want Marvel here. All right.
Now you're gonna get Bleeker all upset. You just said that.
Why? What?
Because Bleeker keeps ragging on us that we hate DC, which I keep telling him it's not the case. And then now you just come out and said that no one wants DC or Marvel.
Yeah. Hey, What Dreams? Go knock on new. Oh man. All right. First up, guys, we got Marvel. Let's start over. Wow. Rewind. All right. First up, we got Miles Morales, Spider-Man number 26. Of course, Miles Morales being the hottest character, if not top 3 for the past year and a half.
Mhm.
We got issue 26. That's about it. I haven't really been following this story. I haven't really picked up many issues on this.
Yeah. It's a Clone Saga thing, so it's hopefully, like I mentioned last week, I hope it doesn't go down the same route as the 90s Clone Saga, but I don't think it will. I think this creative team will do a better job with this Clone Saga.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know. Just because, like, so I guess the Clone Saga for Miles involves the Assessor and whatever's going on with him, and I guess that plays into this Infinite Destinies storyline that's going to be running all through the fucking summer. It sounds like this shit's going to get drug out too.
Oh gosh, well,
Who knows?
I haven't started. Have you started reading it though, Face? Like, are you up to date on the? Because there's only been 1 or 2 issues, right, for the Clone Saga at this point.
Yeah, I think there's only been the first issue so far. Which I am a little behind on. Like I said, my reading. I think that's one I set aside. So
okay,
I haven't read it yet.
All right.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, actually, I got something to say, and I think everybody in the chat will be very excited to hear. Well, I hope. I mean, I did it for, our followers and people who follow. So, all right. But it has to do something with.
He's gonna say it.
This right here. Star Wars, Darth Vader, number 12. Now,
why concentrated on that shit? There was focus in his eyes.
Yeah,
there was focus in my eyes, man. I was like, okay, don't say it. In my head, I'm like, don't say it. But here's why I bring this up. A lot of you guys know, and I get it from Face, I get it from Hyper, I especially get it from Keys. Keys is like Star Wars, like, crazy. He's a nut when it comes to it. So I promised you guys this past winter that I would do my best to watch the Star Wars movies. I failed that. I did not watch any, and a lot of you guys were disappointed, and you guys, you guys gave it to me. Well, in the last 2 days or 3 days, I have watched Phantom Menace, Episode 2, Episode 3, Han Solo, and The New Hope.
At least you built up to a good movie.
I mean, I was kind of like I wasn't really into it, even watching all these and how they connect.
Wait, Newbie, the order that you just mentioned, is that the actual order of the movies that you watched it in?
Yeah, that's how I watched it. That order.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's proper. I was just following.
So wait, did you watch Rogue One or A New Hope?
A New Hope. I haven't seen Rogue One yet, I don't think.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched it in whatever way Disney Plus kind of said it. So I went to Phantom Menace, then Episode 2, then Episode 3, and then just it went on like that. I think there's 2 more that I have to see on there. But yeah, again, I'm trying to live up to that promise that I made everybody in the winter. But yeah, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, guys. So that was a big step.
Well, at least you're making progress.
Yeah. And I mean, look, I get it that New Hope, maybe the acting and all that doesn't really hold up, but it still has its place in Star Wars history. I mean,
you know what was interesting? I said because I was at work and we were watching it, we just kind of we had it there. I was able to see it. Maybe that's another reason why I wasn't super into it, is because I couldn't really sit down and watch it. I was kind of just I was listening to it, but I wasn't I was maybe watching 85%. But the thought that I was the one thing that was very interesting was how many Marvel actors and actresses there were in this stuff. I was like, oh my God, this, that's kind of where my mind was. It was really, yeah. So, yeah, but that's it. Anyway, I just want to let you guys know that I've now can say I've watched some Star Wars. So I got 5 movies. I know there's more. I mean, the chat's going crazy right now saying, no Mando, no this, no that. I'm getting to it. I am getting to it. Trust me, from going to 0 to 5 in 2 days, that's a lot. So,
and look, I mean, you haven't seen Empire Strikes Back yet. So to most, they would say that's of the trilogy, they hold that movie as in high regards. So I guess that will be your next movie that you're gonna watch, right? Empire Strikes Back.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch all of them just so I know what everybody's talking about. Again, I can't even tell you, like, if you guys were to be like, hey, what'd you think of like General this or what? I don't know. To me, they're like still nameless, so I gotta I
Yeah.
gotta go back and
No,
watch.
yeah, dude, it's we kid, but we're not gonna hold you to the cross for these things.
So,
They're all movies at the end of the day.
but yeah, so back to comics. Star Wars, Darth Vader, number 12. I mean, it's Star Wars. It's hot. Is there probably a first appearance? Who knows? It's kind of a running joke where you can say maybe or yes because Star Wars has been super hot lately. So
Yeah, and this is basically part of a larger crossover called the War of the Bounty Hunter. So it's gonna cross over several Star Wars titles like Darth Vader, the Star Wars regular series, Dr. Aphra, and I think I'm missing another one. But yeah, so this is gonna be like it's supposed to be a big crossover event in the Star Wars universe. So if you're into Star Wars, you're probably picking up these and other titles to kind of follow the story along.
Yeah, I mean,
eh.
I don't know. I mean, like, okay, I'm a Star Wars fan, and I have my own feelings about it, and it's just like this might be a cool story, I guess, or whatever. Might be an enjoyable read, but really that's all it is for me. This is kind of like a closed storyline. Like we already know the end result of this and what happens.
Yeah.
There's not much new that they can do here that they can bring to it.
Mhm.
There were some early reports. There's a cover for an issue, I guess, that's coming out a little bit later that got revealed, and it shows a a certain bounty hunters like their head basically in the hands of Boba Fett or something like that. So it looked like maybe they were gonna change up some stuff that had been established as canon before, where the bounty hunters made it out alive through all this. Maybe they were gonna kill a few off. It looked like, but they actually, once that cover came out, they also announced a couple days later that there's a one shot or something like that with those same bounty hunters and what happens to them afterwards. So that bounty hunter that looks dead is not even dead. So it really looks like it's kind of a it really looks like it's kind of a storyline that's just not going to be all that impactful.
Yeah, so like you said, it's just more like self-contained kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, might be a great read and everything, but I don't think there's a whole lot of spec value there or anything.
Yeah. Oh, newbie.
No.
Sorry, Face. Before you scroll up, you missed one title above. X-Men 20. I just want to highlight the variant cover B.
That fucking A cover.
The A cover is good, but I like the B cover, and you'll see why. And I think newbie, you'll probably agree with me also. Look at the third picture.
This one?
No, the third one. Yeah, that's the one. The Del Mundo variant. Yeah.
Oh, that's not the Emma cover.
Wow, that's actually pretty dope. I like that.
I like that. It's like, she's photocopying. She's getting like all these other characters in the scanner.
It's Mystique, and then she's photocopying her. Like, it's all different characters.
Yeah, that one I'll pop.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Is there any importance appearances, anything, or is it just?
It's the return of Nimrod. That Super Sentinel that you saw on the front cover. Yeah, it's apparently his return. We haven't seen him since the House of X, Powers of X miniseries.
Yeah.
So.
That first appearance is extremely.
It shot up.
It's getting up. It's getting up there. Yeah. So. All right, really quickly, we got Alien number 3. Face, I know that you love the Aliens. I'm assuming you're picking this one up.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab it. It hasn't been bad so far. It hasn't been all built up in the series so far for the most part, but it looks like it's starting to get into the interesting stuff. We're gonna start fighting some fucking aliens soon. So
nice.
Did you guys hear about how Marvel something about there's an issue with the Predator rights to the Predators or something? And they kind of
push back all the Predator stuff.
Yeah.
Wow. Hey, good time to pick up Predator then, right? Because it's gonna be on the dip. So.
And what Spider likes, that X-Men cover is not a ratio; it's an open order. It's a cover B, so you should be able to get it at a regular price.
Yeah, actually, the whole issue with everything that's going on with the Predators, probably going to do the opposite of the dip.
Oh,
Because,
yeah, you're right. Yeah.
well, just because with the rights not being at Dark Horse anymore, they can't print any of the Predator shit, and Marvel can't print any of the Predator shit right now. So
It's in limbo.
yeah, that back order or that back issue stuff's the only Predator stuff you can get.
Oh shit! Yeah. Thank you, Hyper. We'll order now through Bigby. There you go. This book, what was it? 2 weeks ago when it came out, Black Widow #6 had a first appearance in it. I know a lot of people got it. I missed out. So yeah, we got Black Widow #7. We're probably going to see that new character once again. Again, kind of similar in the sense of like color palette and all the covers being, you know, red, black, white. But yeah, we got issue #7.
I don't really have much to add, but yeah, you're right. They're probably gonna get a continuation of Black Widow's protege. I think her name was Lucy something. So this would probably just a continue. So I'm seeing it as a new story arc. So, honestly, I haven't really been reading the Black Widow series. I did pick up that issue just because of that very reason. It is a first appearance, so I was able to pick it up at cover at my shop. So. Whether that character again has a future or not, I don't know. But it's just one of those things I grabbed it and I just stashed it in the long box kind of thing.
Yeah, I'll grab this one. I like that they've got Adam Hughes doing the A covers.
Yes.
So and it's been a little bit they've been different than what he typically does, but. I've been picking them up since he started doing them. Other than that, I can't really say a whole lot about the series. Yeah, there was that first appearance. I've got them. I just haven't been consistently reading Black Widow. So.
Yeah, and like Dr. Lovebach said, there is a second print of issue #6 coming out, and as Marvel does it, there is a 1 in 25 of the second print, which I don't think I'll be grabbing because I'm sure that's going to be like a $60, $70 issue because most shops won't get that many for a second print.
Oh, I couldn't get the second print, so yeah.
And that's what is that? The 1 in 25 that you're showing?
Yeah, that's the 1 in 25.
Okay.
So, well, Black Panther. This one's gonna probably have some debate on which cover is good. I'm gonna be honest with you guys right now. I told you guys in our little group chat. I think that this one has the potential to kind of be like that ASM 50. I think if my internet would kick in, I'm not sure what's going on here. Just give me 1 sec.
This one, I believe, Face, is this the one that also has a store exclusive that's a Virgin variant?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
This one right here. Actually, I think this is a big winner.
Yeah. Because like the regular cover has the trade dress, like the one that we could order at our shops, and then the exclusive is the Virgin variant, and I'm pretty sure that's already sold out. I'm assuming.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
I definitely dig the cover, the all black. That kind of scares me when it's a Marvel title.
Yeah, like this in a 9.8. Good luck.
But wait, what's the price tag on these issues again? It is 52 pages. Do we know what the price tag is for?
$5.99.
So I'm guessing. I mean, do we know if this is going to be a square bound book or if it's going to just be? Are they going to try to staple 52 pages together?
I got no idea, man.
I really hope not. I really hope they go on the square bound route. But I think that's more of a DC thing. I think Marvel tends to, even for some of these thicker issues, they still do the staple.
Empire's got 10 copies, and I don't blame you, man, because I think that this will be like that ASM 55. I really do. I think that this book is at least in between $30 and $50 Canadian by Wednesday, Thursday. I think this is one that a lot of people are gonna, like that ASM 55. They're just gonna feel like they left out.
I'm not going too crazy on these. I'm just gonna probably pick 1 or 2 covers that I like, just because also this is the same week that I'm doing Last Ronin and Something Is Killing the Children, so I kind of have to cut back somewhere. So for this one, I probably will pick up the Gleason, and I might pick up the Momoko. I did like the Momoko cover as well, so I might pick up those two. I say that, and then when I go to the shop, I'm gonna see these other covers, and I might get tempted. So
yeah,
there's a couple others that are pretty dope. That stained glass window one, the Andy Warhol will probably be, a lot of people will probably like that Andy Warhol.
There's a lot. But see, this is my hope, and this is what I think, because I have a feeling, like those big mega issues, like the Detective 1000 and the Spider-Man 800. I'm thinking that not all these, but some of these covers, you could probably see them in a few months.
Use code word Newbie10, get 10% off.
Oh, there
you go. Promo.
Just saying.
But I'm thinking that some of these covers down the line, you might be able to get them discounted. Not all covers. I'm not saying all, but like some of the covers, because I have a feeling that not everything will move.
No.
So I have a feeling that some of the ones that I might wait out, I'll probably wait out for before the store gives me a bit of a discount on them.
Yeah, like I'm picking up a few different covers for this, just pretty much just for the cover.
Yeah.
Pretty much the ones that I had said about, this one, the Glee, this one, the stained glass window, the Momoko, the Warhol, but other than that, that's probably about it. I don't think there's a lot of spec value in this issue, since it's like basically the final issue of his run. Probably not going to be a whole lot that really happens in it, other than maybe wrapping up some storylines and everything like that. So
yeah, because it is a final issue before the new writer comes on.
Yeah, exactly. So
moving on, we got Heroes Reborn #4. This being this thing, like Face said, these characters aren't here to stay forever. I know there's a ton of first appearances in issue 1, some in issue 2, but yeah, I didn't pick any of these books up. I didn't get on the run. I was just no. It was a no for me. We'll see if I regret it later, but yeah, not anything that I'm picking up, not anything that I'm reading. So
yeah, I'm skipping this whole event entirely. I'll probably just read it in a collected volume or something. I'm just like. When I heard about this from the beginning, I wasn't really excited for it.
Yeah,
so I'm skipping this.
Yeah, I mean, I'm reading it. It's good. It's a good read. But yeah, that's about it. It's essentially a self-contained storyline that these characters are actually probably going to go away, and you're not really going to see a whole lot of them. So
yeah. All right. Yeah, so we got the Heroes Reborn, Magneto, and Mutant Force 1, Young Squadron #1. So yeah, kind of the same stuff.
Yeah, this one we might want to talk about, the Reptile #1.
Yeah.
So yeah,
interesting.
So what's interesting about this is Marvel released a presser saying how they're trying. Reptile is going to have a big feature of some sort. I don't know if they. So it seems like they do have plans for him now. I don't know if that's Marvel just trying to, kind of push just their PR stuff on a character that we haven't really heard much of, or if they actually legitimately do have big plans for him. But because of that, we have seen his first appearance go up in value, which was Avengers Initiative Reptile, the one shot. It's funny because I showed you. And if you follow me on IG, I think I grabbed his first appearance for like a couple of bucks twice in the last 2 weeks, and that book is already, I think it's like a $40 or $50 issue. So for that, I'm kind of hoping that this 4-issue mini is successful for my sake, but I don't know, man. I'll see how this shakes out.
Hidden Gem it just wants the meat of the sandwich, man. So should I pick this book up or not?
I don't have an opinion on this, to be honest, because like I said, this is a character that they haven't really done much of. He's been a guest appearance in other Marvel issues and series, but wait, could you scroll down, Newbie, to see who's writing this? I just want to.
Absolutely.
When did the miniseries come out? Do you know?
I got no idea. That's something that I thought you would maybe know.
No.
I don't remember when it was, but it was.
it wasn't a miniseries. He was a one shot in that. It
Oh,
was a
okay.
series called of the Avengers: The Initiative.
Okay.
And then
So
they had
this,
yeah.
yeah, it's a minority character, but it also sounds like there's probably kind of like a copyright re-up going on, and they tend to push some of these characters around that time too to see if maybe they stick a little bit again. So
Who's a
It's
main character? Yeah. This is the past. Yeah. Hey, it's not for everybody.
yeah.
So.
I mean, this is only a 4-issue mini, but again, like I said, the only thing that's of note is Marvel did release that press release saying that they do have big plans for him. So take that for what it's worth.
yeah, I mean it's like you look at things like they just recently did a Falcon and Winter Soldier miniseries
Mhm.
in the comics that had absolutely nothing to do with the TV show, and it got a spike because of the TV show. The first issue on that was going for like $15 to $20 for a while.
Right.
So you never know if they do a series with Repto on it. Hey,
Yeah.
could be a couple bucks.
Could be. All right, guys. So I think that does it for Marvel, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Pretty much, yeah.
And then Beta Ray Bill, I mean, that one I was picking up just because I like Beta Ray Bill as a mini stuff.
That's a mini.
Yeah.
Mini series, sorry.
What's it called? So, with that being said, I think we can move on to our next. I think I did something. Sorry, fellas.
You definitely did.
Yeah, no, I was trying to close a window here, so we can finally move into another segment.
Oh my gosh.
Boom. So we're gonna go into our news segment, people.
That's a dope intro.
Yeah, it's all right, eh? So yeah, let's get to it. There has been some good news. Some news is kind of like but
Newbie.
Case.
Hey, I don't mean to interrupt you, but give 1 second. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna have to refresh my feed. Something froze up.
Yeah, my first girlfriend said that to me too, and she.
Oh gosh.
That's the shame that she had to say that to you, man.
Oh jeez.
I'll be right back.
That was the segue you went with?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you know what? Hold on a second. Let's do this. Boom, boom, boom. Ah, shoot. Hold on. Bear with me. I'm not as good as like Spine Ticks or any of them. So here we go. News. First up. This one kind of went under the radar. I don't think a lot of people. There's an echo, eh?
Hello.
What's up?
There's a big echo.
Yeah.
Echo. Oh shit. Okay, hold on. Let me try one more time.
Hey, it's okay, man. It's okay. All right, so we'll wait. But yeah, big news that a lot of people might not have realized was big because the comic is a dollar bin book. I think it's like Highlander 1, Highlander 0 or something like that. But yeah, Superman being Highlander, Henry Cavill, whatever you want to say, has got the role. I don't know how I feel about this because I wasn't really big on Highlander to begin with. Like the movie wasn't that great, and I did not watch that show on Showcase. I don't know what they have in the U.S. Here we got like Showcase. I didn't really watch it, enjoy it, nothing. So yeah, I'm interested to see where they go. Obviously, having Henry do it, that's massive. What that does for the comics, that's going to be another thing. But the comics for this, they're dollar bins.
I mean, yeah. Like you, I'm not like I don't have like an affinity for Highlander, and to be quite honest, even if the comics go up in value, I'm not going to be chasing them. It's just like certain things I'll let other collectors grab. Like I said, because I don't have a big love for Highlander. I mean, the only thing that I liked about Highlander was Christopher Lambert, who also played Raiden in Mortal Kombat 1. So,
yeah, I mean, I like Highlander, but this doesn't excite me that much. I mean, great. I'll watch it when it comes out, but
Yeah, because I've never seen the show, but if this is the way it is, I'm glad I didn't waste my time. But yeah, the show was like, hey, I met that dude before. They fight, main guy wins for like 100 episodes. Yeah,
pretty much.
Hey, it is what it is. Well, this news was boring, but I can assure you guys, as we go through the news, it gets a little bit better.
Yeah.
I wasn't lying. This is probably better than the last piece of news. But yeah, we got Sonic #2, and we are getting confirmation that Knuckles and Tails will be in the sequel, which makes those I mean, I don't care what you say. They're video games. That's coming. Like, video games are at the forefront now, especially, if you look at like Zelda, Super Mario, and things like that. Like, a lot of those comics are heating up like crazy. There's the nostalgia factor. I mean, when you think of Saga and everything like that, you have to think, obviously, Sonic and things. I'm a big Knuckles guy. I've got the first appearance of Knuckles. I found it in a dollar bin. I told you guys. It's probably a 9.6, 9.8 candidate. But those books are out there because Sonic books are not very sought after. Like, nobody knows what they are. First of all, they don't know what they're looking for. So you might get lucky. They are in shops. So definitely take a look. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what they do, especially with these two characters. Obviously, the nostalgia thing is real. A lot of people are just buying all this stuff up. So yeah, it wouldn't be a bad play to be picking these issues up, especially if they're cheap, right? Like I said, I paid mine $1 or $2. I can't remember exactly, but I got mine and it's a 9.6, 9.8 candidate all day.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how the chat feels about it, but I honestly didn't hate the first Sonic movie. Even with the Jim Carrey.
You hated it? Sorry, is that what you said?
I didn't hate it.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was like just one of those like mindless, fun popcorn flicks that was enjoyable for the 90 minutes that it was on. I mean, I figured that Tails would be in the second Sonic movie because he was in the end credit of Sonic 1. Spoiler alert. Yeah, and Knuckles, I think you mentioned how you felt Knuckles would be in Sonic 2. So
yeah.
Yeah,
I did spec on that.
Yeah. And there are a few characters that that we still haven't seen. Like, I believe Shadow, and there's other characters in the Sonic universe that you could always delve into. But you're talking about video game comics also becoming popular. Yeah, that's issue 13,
this is
right?
the first appearance of Knuckles right here.
It's issue 13, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Again, you wouldn't know that is anything because of there's so much going on here. So.
Mm-hmm. And keep in mind, I think we also have to remember Sonic 1 had that backlash initially when they showed the public how Sonic was supposed to look like, and then apparently because of audience backlash, they kind of changed it for the better, I find. And you're mentioning how video game comics have been becoming popular. Keep in mind, like, a lot of these properties, well, I guess it speaks to whatever age we are, but I was playing Sonic when I was like in grade school, so
yeah,
fast forward, like, we're at the age where we have disposable income, so like me, I'm looking at properties that kind of go back to my childhood, which is why I picked up, like, there was like that Wolverine Jim Lee cover that was like from the NES cover swipe, and like one of my sought after covers, which I'll eventually get, but it's at a bit of a higher price point, is that TMNT NES cover, which is like the second print of TMNT number 5, I believe. So it's just like, yeah, video game comics, I think it just speaks to our childhood. So Sonic was part of that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just think it's a travesty that we're getting Sonic 2 and we still haven't got a fucking Mega Man movie.
Yeah, dude, that's insane to me.
We never got a Mega Man movie?
No.
Yeah, okay, all right.
No, man. We actually talked about that around wintertime, like right after like New Year's. We talked about that, how it's like unreal to get this. I think it was like when Sonic was coming out. I can't remember when, but yeah, we talked about that where we said, how is it that Mega Man hasn't been done yet?
Yeah, people just, I don't know.
Wait, I thought maybe they would have at least done an animated movie or something. That's
no. But what we need to really highlight here with this, with Knuckles and Tails being confirmed, is those books are really out there. Like, they are in dollar bins. I don't remember offhand, and I apologize. I don't know what Tails' first appearance is. I know Knuckles because, you know, that was like, I don't know. My favorite color is red. He was, you know, the guy I liked watching on the cartoon and stuff like that. So I always knew it was 13. The Tails one, I don't know. I'll have to get somebody in the chat or, you know, one of you guys if you guys know. But yeah, those books should see an increase in price. Not to mention, they're really hard to get. They're not like a book that everybody finds. Like, I mean, if you go on eBay or anything like that, like they're not really out there as much as you think. They're in shops, which is weird, but they're not on like eBay or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it's just it's kind of like one of those books. I think that it probably doesn't get heavily ordered for a lot of places, and you know, they just kind of end up in back issue bins and don't really get looked at a whole lot. So yeah, that's usually the best place to find them.
Yeah. All right. News article number 3. And I talked about this as well, but we've got Dwayne Johnson. And when I say I talked about this, I mean there had to have been something DC did for Dwayne. Yes, we are on first name basis. You know, that's how big I am to him. No, I'm just kidding. But there was, you know, a lot of people were talking about it, including myself, saying, you know, DC probably offered him a few other things along the way to do Black Adam because let's face it, he's putting himself out there. And not to say like Dwayne has the greatest movies in the world, but like, you know, he is putting himself out there to almost be not the face of DC, but it is a big role he's taking on. And, you know, they're looking at this project as like him being the savior. That's a lot to put on him, but he's got a lesser role. So he's supposed to voice Crypto, the super dog in DC League of Super Pets. I know I was talking to a few people when I posted this on my IG a few days ago. I think it was yesterday or the day before, and a lot of people were saying he should be Ace. I don't remember who Ace is. I remember who Crypto is. I don't remember who Ace is though.
Ace is Bat Hound.
Okay, all right. Well, now I know. But you can't go wrong. I mean, hey, it works for him. He's getting money to just, you know, sit and do voice. And DC gets to promote Dwayne Johnson twice, right? So it's a win-win. Like Hyper said about the Highlander stuff, I'm probably not going to chase any of this like pet stuff. Just not my thing.
Yeah, I think. I mean, look, I have faith in DC's animated property more than their live action, so I do feel that the movie will be enjoyable. But I wasn't like the biggest Super Fets fan to begin with, so like you, I feel it's like a recycle thing from the Highlander thing.
Yeah.
I'll watch it when it comes up, but I'm not gonna start like hunting for these first appearances or anything like that.
Yeah, this is pretty much just to draw people into, you know, check out this League of the Super Pets or whatever. I mean,
okay, well, I'm selling mine. I'll tell you that right now. Sorry, Face. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm going to sell mine.
Yeah, it's just, you know, obviously it's just a draw to, you know, get people to watch League of Super Pets. It is what it is. So, you know, I'm not that excited about League of Super Pets cartoon.
Comic Odyssey. I'm not sure if Dwayne, The Rock's production company $7 is producing it or not. That I'm not sure. Do you know?
Yeah, I think he is. I believe there is in the article. It did say that he was part of the production team on it.
Okay. All right. Cool. I wasn't aware of that. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's it. And obviously, this is the last piece of news before we get into Newbie Spec of the Week. But I think this is very important. Again, could be something, could be nothing. Marvel sometimes does these things. It sometimes doesn't mean anything, and sometimes means something. You know, they've come out and said that, you know, they play with fans and things like that. So again, this could be something, this could be nothing. This is maybe a few hours late. When I did this today, I had to add it, but it was late last night, and we got the lady Eva Angelina. I think that's how you say her name. I don't know.
Oh, you're talking about
Evangeline Lilly?
Yeah, her. The girl that plays Wasp.
Yeah.
She apparently tweeted something, a photo of the script for Ant-Man 3, like the cover of it, and kind of tagged like Paul Rudd, like everybody who was a part of it. She also tagged the guy who played Darren Cross, Yellowjack.
Okay.
And then she was basically like an hour later, I think it was taken down, right? So I don't know if that was Marvel telling her or she messed up, but now that is leading to people saying, hey, you know what? Maybe this could be it. I checked today on eBay all day. Again, not a book. I'm not chasing. I'm not going to chase Yellow Jacket. I'm not going to chase Darren Cross. But again, it goes back to what is it? Marvel Premiere 47. That's the first appearance of Darren Cross, and then the first appearance of Darren Cross as Wasp, I believe, is like a newer title. It's like a black cover one. But again, I'm not going to chase them, but just something to be on the lookout for. There hasn't been a price increase in it, but you know, if people make this a bigger deal than it is, then who knows, right? So something to be on the lookout for. If you notice that those prices are going up in the next couple of days, in the next couple of weeks, you probably know that it probably is from this. But again, I just don't believe it. I don't see it. I don't think Darren Cross is going to be in it. I mean, how can he? He got like vaporized, right? So what other multiverse could it be? It just doesn't make sense. But hey, I've been wrong.
These clickbait sites definitely try and make a bigger deal out of it. It seems to be. When the fuck did that guy become a major Marvel villain?
Right?
Like, yeah, like he was a.
But wait, hold on. Side question. There's been more than one Yellow Jacket, right, in Marvel?
Correct.
Okay, all right.
Hank Pym. There's a female one. There's Darren Cross, and then I think there's one more that I'm missing, but I can't remember.
Because I know that in the Marauders series there is a Yellow Jacket that came. I don't know if that's Darren Cross Yellow Jacket, but there was a Yellow Jacket in the current one of the Marauders series that's going on right now. So I'm not sure if that's Darren Cross Yellow Jacket or another variation.
Yeah, this is exactly Star Wars theme. Exactly, it's Marvel, so it'll go up when someone pays a stupid price for it. That's exactly what'll probably kick everything off. So.
Yeah.
Just something to be on the lookout. You know what I mean? Like, just follow it if you're near the book or you know you come across it in your searches. I mean, it may or may not pay out, but I mean, I know that book is super cheap already because I mean, like, Ant-Man 1 came out a very long time ago. You're talking about almost like what 6-7 years?
Yeah, 2015.
Exactly. So yeah, 6 years now. He's obviously not coming back. He's dead. So. You know, we'll figure, you figure it's not going to be a $10,000 book, but I mean, if you could find it very cheap and, if he does show up, whatever, we see him in a trailer with multiverse. But again, I don't think he has the longevity in it. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm curious also, this is just another side topic just because I think it's pretty much almost confirmed that Alfred Molina and Jamie Foxx are also coming back. So, and those two technically died as well. Yeah, as Electro. He's coming back in.
Oh, right. Sorry, I thought you were talking about Ant-Man. I was like,
no.
I'm confused with Jamie Foxx.
No. So I was just bringing up other villains that have technically died, but they're.
Oh shoot, that's right. Never mind. He didn't get like disintegrated. He went into yes, yeah. Okay. So it's possible. It's possible. But again, how much do you really want to invest in Yellow Jacket if you're looking just to make a quick buck? Like, how much are you really going to invest in it, right?
And also,
what's the ceiling for it? Because
they'll probably have to fight him in the quantum realm somewhere.
Yeah, I just don't see Yellow Jacket Darren Cross being a 500+ book. You know what I mean? So we'll see.
It's I mean, and also it's a villain at the end, and it's not exactly a very major villain, as much as like this.
According to this article, it is.
Yeah, as much as this article makes it out to be.
Yeah, we shall see. So before we get into Newbie Spec of the Week, you guys got any news that you guys want to add, or?
I mean, maybe we should talk about this. I don't know how much validity. I keep hearing. I think you even posted this about how there's rumblings about DC having possible acquisition for Marvel or something.
Yeah, so I just posted it because I usually just post some of the news. Like, it wasn't me. During this, what we're doing, actually, someone told me they were going to unfollow me because I was clickbaiting or something like that. based on it. So I just gave him a thumbs up. I wasn't looking for likes or anything on it. I just put it as I got it.
Yeah.
Because it is something that a lot of people were talking about it. It's good. I think we all are in agreement that it's good if DC is doing good. I just don't see Disney buying DC. I think there'll be other people who will buy it, but you never know. I mean, crazier things have happened. The one thing that I will say is, like, Disney could buy it. I just don't think that the second part of that rumor of Kevin Feige's department running it is true. I think there's way too much on the guy's table. And again, the guy, like, Kevin Feige's almost like 60 years old, right? So, I mean, I think he's in his like mid-50s or something like that. So, you know, yeah, I don't know. But could Disney buy it? Who knows? Is Kevin Feige's department running it? That's the part that, like, I'm like, no.
Yeah, and the thing is, I mean, the only reason I brought it up was because, not just because you brought it, but I also heard it not only from your page, but I saw it somewhere else, and also even East Meets West kind of mentioned it on their show as well. So I was hearing it in more than one outlet and source. So that's why I kind of figured, okay, maybe there's some smoke to this fire. So I just wanted to kind of bring it out there.
Yeah. Yeah. And then who? Sorry, I saw somebody say, "Oh, Chef." Yeah. So supposedly there's that art. If you guys go and watch the video I did with Pressable Defects, Jay the Butcher, he talks about Punisher 218 and 219. I think he might show up in Moon Knight. To be honest, I don't think he shows up in Armored Wars. If I'm wrong, hey, you know, that's good for a lot of people. But I mean, he's a street level character. I think that he could cross over into a lot of things. So just keep that in mind, right? He doesn't necessarily have to be for one. But yeah, Jay made some interesting points, and you know, those books have been going up in price. So just something to be on the lookout for.
And you could definitely find those in the back issue bins. I know I have.
Yeah, I found mine for like $6, $6 or $8. I can't remember.
I found mine for $1. Six of them.
But definitely go check out that video the Pressable Defects did. Jay puts in a lot of information in there. So, you know, just there's some second prints in there as well that are like more they're out there, but like the print runs are so low and like, yeah, they're kind of like ghosts and stuff. But definitely something, you know, it's never wrong to have like an image or a cover in your mind. You know, put it away, and you know, when you're going flipping, you might find it.
I checked the price of the second print. The second print's like over $100 on eBay.
I knew I would find you here, Newbie.
Hey, uncle. My YouTube uncle's here. What is up, Sith Lord?
Well, you know what? I'm happy that he's here because I got something to show him.
Okay, all right.
We are finally at that point in the show. So let's get into it.
Guys, Justin here, aka No Good Comics, and this is the Newbie Spec of the Week.
It's your boy, Hip Hop's in me, _comics_collectible, and guess what? It's Newbie's Spec of the Week.
Doesn't matter. What does matter is that the tone says it's the Newbie Spec of the Week. Now, the tone just educated you.
Yo, Sith Lordly here with Spine Ticks, and this is Newbie Spec of the Week.
This is Anthony from Streetside Comics, and this is Newbie Spec of the Week.
What's up, guys? It's Dustin with Two Brothers Comics, and this is the Newbie Spec of the Week.
Oh, gentlemen, please, stop it. Stop. Yeah, big shout outs to Justin, No Good Comics, Sith Lordy, thank you so much. Anthony Streetside Anthony, wow. You know, the tone, obviously, you just educated you. Dustin from Two Brothers. So, you know, thank you guys for doing that for me. I appreciate it. Just a little nice spin. Steve, of course, from Team Nerd Herd. So, yeah, just a little nice take to get us into Newbie Spec of the Week. Like I said, you know, if you guys don't know who any of those gentlemen are, please make sure you guys go follow all their channels and their Instagrams. They're good guys, obviously, so make sure you guys go check them out. But, yes. All right. We're here. Is that right? Are you guys excited? I don't know. You guys don't seem too excited.
I mean, yeah, that's I don't know. Do you want me to like give you a little bit of a dance and a jig for it? You know, let's do this.
No,
I'm always excited. Can't you see in my face?
Please don't. Yeah, hit it. Good job, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Yeah. They all put out great content. They're all really good. I wanted to say pillars, but they're good guys of the comic community. So if you have a chance, make sure you guys go watch, support, see what they're doing, because all of them put out really good stuff. So yeah, so we finally made it. We're finally here. Newbie spec of the week. If Empire's here, I know he's probably got his eBay ready. Some people might have eBay. Again, I do have to put, this disclaimer. There are no facts or proof to any of my spec. It's just my spec, my opinion. And yeah, we'll keep it at that. So first book up, Newbie spec of the week. Here we go. This one might surprise a lot of people, but Fantastic Four, number 319, Origin of the Beyonder. Again, when you start looking into what's going on with X-Men and how every character is going up, Face and me have talked about this. We've had, not big, but long conversations about, Fantastic Four and stuff like that. I don't think they go 0 for 3. I don't think they fuck up Fantastic Four. I think Fantastic Four is here to stay. I think that they got a big future with it, a lot of characters, villains, and things like that. So when you look at that and you look at what's going on with X-Men, what do a lot of these, and again, I don't want to disrespect anyone's age, but what do a lot of these people who are experienced say they've done? And not just experienced people, but go 5 years ago, right? 5 years ago, what were people saying that they were doing? They were picking up all these X-Men keys, 211, 204, all these characters that didn't mean anything for $2 to $5, right? Now you look, and they're exploded. They're all $100, $200, something like that. Mind you, some are more expensive than others. What do you think is going to happen with Fantastic Four? Fantastic Four is probably going to have the same thing, and they got a lot of keys that are literally in that $2 to $10 range. The Beyonder, that could be a big villain that they could use. You can't afford the first appearance. Well, guess what? The Origin. This is literally, I don't want to ruin it, but I've got a few of these copies coming in. I literally paid $2 a piece for near mint plus copies. So they are out there. I know a few shops said that they have it. Again, it's a long-term thing, but I do think that we're going to see, the things that have happened with the X-Men stuff, I think that they're going to just reciprocate with Fantastic Four. And again, cheap buy-in. There are no CGC sold that I've seen. I checked eBay, Instagram, things like that. Go collect. There hasn't been any slabs that I saw sold. So for now, you just got to go with that raw $2 to $10 Canadian.
Yeah, and probably the reason that you're not seeing any CGC sold is because most don't know the significance of the issue, so they won't bother getting it slapped. So, which is why you're probably seeing more floating around as raw copies than graded copies. So for that reason, it definitely wouldn't be a bad idea to pick this up, especially on the low. So it's one of those picks that's very low risk, high reward kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, definitely for a couple bucks, to get the Origin of the Beyonder, I don't think you can go wrong with it. It seems like a character that Marvel would probably have their eye on for some sort of future use. And, there's already been talk of them doing Secret Wars storyline. Now, which version of Secret Wars they're going to do, who knows?
Yeah.
But, the Origin of the Beyonder for $2 to $10 seems like a pretty good price to me.
Yeah. Just remember, right? 211 comes to mind when you think of X-Men. The first appearance of Forge. There's a few other ones that I remember. The first appearance of Marauders. The first battle between Wolverine and Sabretooth. I think that's 214 or 217, somewhere around there. I could be terribly wrong. A lot of those books 4 or 5 years ago were literally $1 to $5 books, and you could find them in very high grade. I just think that it's going to happen the same thing with Fantastic Four. But Face, you're absolutely right. Which version of Secret Wars happens, right? I think they have big potential to do a really good thing because, let's face it. I will be honest. When Civil War came out, just before that, if you guys were to know me, I was saying, oh, my God, how are they going to do all these characters and do it right and give them all their shine? It worked, right? Then we saw Endgame and all that. We saw the magnitude of all those characters, and it worked. So I have no doubt in my mind that Secret Wars could work. But, again, it depends on which one. even those runs, the Secret Wars. Like there's a lot of them that are literally $1 bin, no higher than $10, like super, super mid, and depending on the story you're in. But again, when you talk about what happened with the X-Men stuff, I can definitely see it happening with the Fantastic Four stuff.
Yeah.
All right. Book number 2. Well, it's not the 2 that FaceTime told you to go get, say, last fall. It's not the 2 most likable, intriguing covers. This one is not the sexy pick. This one is not the nicest pick by any means. I mean, I like those white and black covers. I really just don't like this one, to be honest with you guys. But this one's got a little bit of importance here. So we got first appearance of Sidrin and Agent Deems. So they're agents of Sword. Sword obviously being something that we're probably going to see. There's a lot of rumors with Emily Clark's role and things like that. Possibly a Loki show, possibly a Secret Invasion. Not for Emily Clark for this book. The Loki show, Secret Invasion, things like that. I've got my eye circled around the Secret Invasion stuff when we see kind of Sword and some of these players play out. But again, this is definitely a book that's like in the $2 to $10 range Canadian, no CGC covers or copies rather. And in my opinion, it's an undervalued book, but it's also one of those books that's a cheap buy-in. So even if it happens, it happens. Will this be a $10,000 book? I don't think so. No, don't do that. Don't spend your life savings on this book. I'm just saying it's not a bad book to get. What's it called? If you have it. And I will say, Mr. Miracle actually was talking about this book last week on his top 5. And I actually messaged him being like, dude, I'm going to be talking about this. So, like, I hope you're not disappointed or anything like that. But yeah, this is definitely a book that there are people picking this up. So, just be on the lookout for it. Again, it is a tough book to get in high grade because of the fact it's white.
Yeah. I mean, this is like one of those books that was like I guess low key under my radar from before, just because people are already chasing Abigail Brand's first cameo and full appearance, which was Astonishing X-Men 3 and what's the other issue? 3 and 6. There you go. Yeah. So this is like one of those side characters that I was kind of looking into because I mean. And because no one's really looking into these issues as opposed to 3 and 6, and it could play out like similarly to how Maria Hill is not exactly Nick Fury in Shield, but she still has a bit of a minor role. So these characters could fall under the same line. So it's just one of those things that like anything associated with Sword, I'll try to pick up because I do feel that Sword will be a big thing, in the next phase.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense because. It's already been fairly established that Kevin Feige and the team over there loves the cosmic stuff and wants to lean into that. And Sword has recently been, a big part of all that. And there's already been talk about, Sword being brought in various different ways. There's a lot of rumors that, like Newbie said, Emilia Clarke's going to end up playing Abigail Brand, which is actually a pretty good casting. And I guess just even the rumors have made the first appearances of Abigail Brand and everything blow up. So, I picked up a couple of these, I don't know, last year sometime when I first started.
You were early to the party, man. And I'll be the first to say, Face told you guys, I think back in October, you were telling people, hey, go get, and I remember talking to you about it, but yeah, you were telling everybody, go pick up 3, go pick up 6. So
yeah. And I mean, I picked up these issues along with it, of course. So
yeah, this one is one that I think a lot of people don't like when they think about that Astonishing X-Men run, they literally just go 3-6. If that's not in there, they just kind of stop looking, right? So definitely a book I would be on the lookout for. Again, the important factor here is they're agents of a Sword. We think that Sword's going to have a big future, so this could be something. Again, will this be a $10,000 book? I hope I'm wrong when I say no, But if you can find this for $2 to $10 and turn it into 50 or whatever, I mean, they're out there. You pick up like 5 or 10 of these. Well, guess what? Now you're talking about a big book that you can go and get, right? So who knows? Just something to be on the lookout for.
I'm fairly confident this won't be a $10,000 book.
No, yeah, I don't think so. But you know what? Hey, crazier things have happened. You just never know. That's why.
I really hope it is.
I don't want to say it's an infinitive, right? But yeah, don't be cashing in all your blockbuster stock to get this book. That's all I'm saying. And Chef is asking, who's on the front cover? Professor X? I don't know who this is.
Lex Luthor.
Oh, what? No, shut up, man.
Yeah, it's Professor X.
I was just about to agree with you, like, oh yeah, that makes sense. And then,
I think Newbie almost would have bought it when he said that.
Right?
No, but so no, I don't know who it is.
Took him a second to do the adjustment.
maybe somebody can add. Vancouver Comic Junkie is saying this is going to be a $100,000 book. So there you go.
Yeah, that's definitely Professor X.
Yeah. Just because he's bald, man, that's baldism.
Is 100K?
And it looks exactly like Professor X.
Wait, 100K? Is he talking about the value or the print run?
Ooh, that's a good question. Yeah, he's right. But listen,
I don't think either case is correct.
Oh man! All right. Did I get 3? Which books did I do? Okay. Oh,
it's Pitbull on the cover. It's Pitbull.
All right. Book number 3. We've got Punisher Annual number 2. Again, a book that's selling no higher than $25, and that depends on.
Hold up. Why does it look like these motherfuckers are dancing?
I was gonna say the same thing.
It really does, man.
I don't know about that.
I can't get over it, man.
So we got Punisher Annual number 2. This book is still out there. Depending, if you want to go very high end on eBay, you're probably going to look at it at $25. But this book is really something that's out there, especially if you're in Ontario. You might want to go look. Probably thinking you could probably get this anywhere between $1 and $5. You can't go wrong. But the importance here is this is the first appearance of Punisher and Moon Knight meeting/fighting. Again, I believe that he will probably cross paths with Punisher. He's probably going to cross paths with Daredevil and Spidey probably in the future. But not to say that this is again going to be a $10,000 book, but I think that you can definitely make a few bucks on this because these two meeting, I think, is just something that will happen. Just like I know that Rogue is probably going to show up at some point, I can probably say that this is probably going to happen. So you probably want to grab these very cheap while they still are.
Yeah, I mean, aside from this being a nice homage to Step Up 2 or Save the Last Dance, this is actually not a bad pick.
Watch this stuff.
Dirty Dancing. Dirty Dancing.
No, because now I can't unsee it after Face mentioned that. It's actually true. It's a bit of a tango that they have going on. But yeah, because the thing is, it's funny how I've noticed that a lot of Punisher's first meetings the Punisher's first meeting with Daredevil, that was kind of a big deal. Punisher first meeting with Wolverine. It seems like Punisher meeting people seems to catch on. This one, I gotta admit, this one kind of is under the radar. I didn't even pick up on this until you just mentioned it. So, good eye on that one. And I could definitely see this happening in the MCU because, like you said, they're both street level characters. So there's a higher possibility that this kind of encounter will occur. So, and if it's going for a low price in like that $5 to $25, it's definitely not a bad pickup and stash.
Yeah, I like these these first meetings, and I think like the Punisher and the Wolverine ones tend to do really well because they're always fucking fighting somebody. So for a cheap price like this, it's not a bad pickup at all. Not the greatest cover in the world, but hey, can't win them all.
I think Comic Junkie won. He says the Dirty Dancing cover, so this will always be the Dirty Dancing homage cover,
right?
Moving forward. So again, guys, team ups, joining teams, fights. First fights, they do have some value. Moon Knight, you guys have heard me say, yes, he's going to be in a show. It's not, it's probably going to be 8 episodes long because that's kind of how 6 to 8 because that's usually how. Well, I say usually, but I mean we've only had 2 shows. that's kind of what we've seen, right? There could be some value here. Again, I'm not saying this is a $10,000 book by any stretch. I'd like to be wrong. But I do think that, if you can get one for $5, somewhere around that range, don't pay crazy amounts. I mean, I wouldn't pay more than $20 for this, to be honest with you. Maybe 15 is pushing it. But even that, if this were to happen, I think Moon Knight's got a big future. Again, I don't think it's a one and done with the series. I think eventually we will see Moon Knight on the big screens. So definitely a book I'd be on the lookout for. That's
one thing you got to mention, Newbie, I noticed in the cover it says 64 pages, so that means it's a thick book. So I don't know if this is like a square bound or if it's like
yeah. So
I'm sure condition is also probably one of those things that you might have to look out for, because this is not like a standard issue. So
well, take a look. The last CGC sold, CBCS, was $168 too. So like, if you're really thinking that this is going to be a hit, and you think that these two could potentially meet, I'll tell you right now that 168 turns into 350, 400 very quickly.
Yeah.
I mean, and the other thing is that these two meeting and everything is a pretty good lead into the Midnight Suns type stuff. So.
Yep. And what was just leaked, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I'm sure everybody knows, right? So, all right, final book, Newbie Spec of the Week, and then guys, don't go anywhere, or ladies, if you're in here. We got a few announcements for Tuesday's show, which is going to be pretty big, so stay put. So the final book, Newbie Spec of the Week is, well, speaking of Ghost Rider, I mean, and Face, we didn't rehearse that or anything. It just kind of happened, so that's kind of cool. But we got another Ghost Rider book, Ghost Rider 68. Why is this important? Well, it's the origin of Johnny Blaze. So if you can't afford Marvel Spotlight '5, well, guess what? This is a very undervalued book. And why do I say that? Because a 9.8 just sold for $241. 9.8's big character. I mean, $241 is not crazy when you think about a big book that could blow up. Again, what are people going to do once this character shows up? Because now that Midnight Suns is confirmed, we know what's going to happen. So what happens next? Well, all the first appearances skyrocket. Ghost Rider's been skyrocketing and spiking for what? A year and a half now? Maybe 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
So a thing that I think is being slept on is the fact that, something that Face talks about all the time, origin stories. Well, here you go. If you didn't know, now you know. Ghost Rider 68, Origin of Johnny Blaze, slept on book, should be the next book after Marvel Spotlight 5 that just kicks it in the hard drive. And if you check on eBay, they're selling anywhere between $4 and $12. So it's not a crazy thing. Again, I can't remember because we've been locked down here since like March, so I can't remember if my shop has this book or not, or any shops around here, but it's definitely a book that I'm going to keep my eye out for now.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of those standard formulas, like, and especially in this case, when the first appearance is out of your price range, you tend to go for the next best thing, as we always say. So, and like even Ghost Rider's first Soul series also is getting in that higher tier price range. So Origin makes sense to be the next best thing that you'd want to look out for. And this cover, I like it a lot more than the previous slide that you showed, and I like how his head is strategically covering Mephisto's crotch. So, thank you for that. So, yeah, man.
Dirty Dancing homage here, eh?
Hey, listen, shout out to him. He clearly isn't skipping leg day. Look at how low he is on the squat. So, this is a book you can definitely still pick up, and you should probably pick it up sooner than later. Before, because we already are hearing rumblings of Midnight Suns. So, obviously when chatter starts, people start running with speculation, and then suddenly books start appearing on people's radar. So this could be inevitably one of those books. So you might want to pick this up before, it kind of catches on. So,
remember, and I get it, because some people might be like, oh, come on, man. Like, yeah. But it wasn't too long ago, and I think it's been, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, but people used to do that to Marvel, Marvel Comics Presents 72, right? First origin of Wolverine. Well, guess what? What is that book now? 9.8 is like a $700, crossing $1,000 book. I get it. Ghost Rider and Wolverine are not the same character, but same thing. This easily, if you got a 9.8, you can find it for $240 right now, Canadian. That quickly turns into $500-600 once the character's in front of us. But there's one thing that the comic community has shown us. I always go by history and numbers. What has it shown us is the fact that when a character's in our face, I didn't mean to do the John Cena there, by the way. If the character's in our face and it's successful and, people can, have a liking to it, well, guess what? It triples in value just like that. So this is definitely the next best book because let's face it, Marvel Spotlight 5, it's getting out of that price range for a lot of people, most people.
Yeah, I would say so. Even the Ghost Rider #1, I feel, is also getting out of that price range for most, like the higher grade, especially.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely just be on the lookout for that. For this, I mean, sorry.
Yeah. Face, you got anything to add? I don't think you.
Yeah, I've actually I picked up a few of these. I don't know, a few months ago now. I think I picked up like 2 or 3 of them, found them all together in a store, and picked them up probably out of the dollar bin or whatever.
Nice.
So yeah, it's definitely a good book to look into if you're a Ghost Rider fan, and it's only a matter of time before Marvel does the Ghost Rider in the MCU. So it's a big character. It has a huge fan following. Definitely gonna bring him in at some point, and it's got to be better than the Nick Cage shit that they've given us so far. So,
when did that movie come out again? 2006.
2007 or 6 for the first one.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's been a while.
I mean, Eva Mendes could be in it. I'm okay with that.
Listen, I've been on record saying that I didn't think that the first movie. Okay, I got to preface this. I thought that the first movie was. I would put that as a guilty pleasure movie. I thought Nick Cage's overacting almost in a cringeworthy way actually kind of made it somewhat entertaining for me. So
listen, you guys want to be entertained about a movie? I was showing a coworker of mine. If you guys go on YouTube and type in rubber trailer, let me know what you guys think.
Rubber trailer?
Rubber. It should be like it should have like a tire, and you'll see.
I feel like this is a trap.
No, dude, honestly, go see it.
All right. Rubber trailer.
Let me know what you guys think in the chat. You too. You guys do that too. Go YouTube. Not right now. After the show, we're almost near the end. But after the show, go YouTube Rubber Trailer. Let me know what you guys think. I was introduced to that movie by one of my buddies who loves those. Like, I don't want to give it away. We'll talk about it after. But yeah. So guys. That's, our show, New Comic Book Day. If you're new, that's kind of how we do things. So New Comic Book Day, comic news, and then Spec of the Week. If there's a show going on or a movie, obviously we touch a lot. We tie it in with the news and stuff like that. So, yeah. Tuesday show. Tuesday, we got a big show. It's a big moment. So Tuesday will mark 1 year on YouTube for me. So, yeah, I won't have a cake or anything, but yeah, it's going to be 1 year on YouTube. I've also decided, obviously, I told you guys last week, we already talked about Highlander, Chris. You were late.
We didn't really say much about Highlander. That's the thing.
Yeah, we were just like, it's that. So Tuesday we got the 1 year of YouTube for me, and we have the 2,000 subscriber giveaway. So I just want to give you guys a reminder. We've got Pressable Defects. Shout out to Pressable Defects over there. Guy, Jay, and Matt. They have donated a mystery box. I don't have the mystery box, so it's just going to be in their name. I just got to, let them know who wins, and then they're going to ship it, so don't worry. So we got a mystery box from Pressable Defects. We've got Dan De La Torre, who's been in here. You guys already know, he's given away a 9.4 CGC first appearance of Cloak and Dagger, which is an awesome book. A lot of spec in there, right? I believe we have a Source Tiger, and I don't want to put words in his mouth. I know we were talking, and I think he's got something to give away, so we got that. We've got eBay cards to give away. I'm not 100% sure what Hyper and Face are doing, if they're doing anything, but that's a possibility. And yeah. So
Well, I'll definitely be giving stuff away. I mean, I still have to go through and figure out what I'm giving away. Thankfully, I have the day off tomorrow, so I should have that sorted out before Tuesday. And yeah,
appreciate it. If I'm missing any,
Yeah, I
don't
think
I'm missing anybody.
no, I'm actually I think we're going the mystery box route also, just because I haven't had time to search through for anything.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, so there you go. So we got all of that. I got a $25 gift card to eBay. I got a $50 gift card to eBay. There's going to be a little more goodies and things like that. But again, you don't have to do anything. You just got to show up on Tuesday. We want to give back to the people that follow us. That's why I didn't do a video saying, hey, like this, post this. I'm kind of taking a page out of TiVo's book. I want to give back to the people that follow us and hang with us. So that will be Tuesday. So Tuesday will be kind of one of those fun giveaway shows, things like that. There is a catch. You got to be subbed to my channel. That's it. So if you win and you're not subbed, well, you just got to click the sub button. Yeah, we'll be back on Tuesday. I got a video dropping Thursday. If you guys missed it, I dropped a video with pressable defects last Thursday. So go check that out. It's a 2-parter. One video is on their channel, one's on mine. So make sure you guys go tune in to them. I haven't said thank you to them, but I want to thank them for letting me, be on their channel, and the fact that they wanted to do a spec video with me means a lot. So much appreciate those guys over there. Hype, Blue Pill, 5-time champ. What's going on with you? What's coming up? Let us know.
Yeah, so follow me on IG and then follow me on YouTube with the 2 videos that I currently have, so it's an easy catch up. The handle's right there, hyper.combo.comics. What do I have coming this week? I possibly should be able to pop into Face's show tomorrow.
Oh, hey, okay.
Yeah, it's not completely confirmed, but I'll try to make at least an appearance on your show tomorrow, which is at 7 p.m. Monday, which Face will get into once he plugs his show. The other thing is, obviously, I'll be on Newbie's giveaway show on Tuesday, and personally, what I have coming up, well, actually, it just happened this past Friday. As Newbie alluded to, I defended my YouTube TV title for the 4th time, which makes me a 5-time champ on Tony Sanders' show. And I know Chef RD Aris was asking who's the Tone, because he was on your promo for the Newbie Spec. So basically the Tone, he's the one that basically runs his whole show, where it's like a wrestling YouTube channel where people show books and they kind of vie for, basically like bragging rights and like holding the YouTube like title of different divisions. So I hold the TV title, which basically means I can't show any big boy books. It's more like dollar bins variants and back issue finds. And I just put my book up against whoever tries to challenge me, and I've been successful so far. And there's been a lot of, let's just say this past Friday, there was a lot of heated discussion in the chat about how, I don't know, I guess some people were not feeling me being the champion, so I'll just put it out there. If you have an issue with me being the champion, then come find me, come challenge me. I'm not going anywhere. So put your money where your mouth is. Come on the show and let's duke it out. That's all I gotta say, man. And I'll still be the champ as long as you guys vote for me. So that's it.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that. And again, we alluded to it earlier in the show, but 5-time champ, 10 weeks holding the title down. So just keep doing your thing. We know that you got fire books. I mean, you post when you get books. So if people want to hate, hey, let them hate. It's all good. And that leaves us to Face. Face, what's going on with you? Let us know what you are doing, sir.
Tomorrow we got the show at 7 previously on. If you haven't caught the prior episodes of that, definitely check us out if you have time, or check us out on the replays, for sure. And apparently I'm going to have both my co-hosts there at least for a little bit tomorrow, Mr. Key Issues and Hyper Combo Comics. And it's surprising to me too, because apparently it's like, I don't know, Canadian Drunk Day or something. And
it's a long weekend tomorrow.
It's a long weekend here. It's a holiday.
It's a holiday. That's why. Victoria Day.
the way it was explained to me was Canadian Drunk Day, so I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
We celebrate the queen that we never really acknowledged in the first place.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense with alcohol, right?
With anything. This is usually the last weekend before like it's nice weather, like clear, like from here on out until September. So
and wait, hold on. Eddie's mullet. I'm not the Disco Inferno. Booker T also held the TV title at one point, so let's say I'm the Booker T of the TV title. Not don't name me the least favorite TV title holder. Come on, man.
Well, guys, that's our show. So hopefully I see you guys on Tuesday again. We got, the giveaway show. We got the, 1 year anniversary on YouTube. So if you're expecting me to be in a tux, I will not. I will not even be on my home. I will be off.
Wait, hold up, Newbie. I'm just going to drop the link to Tony Sanders because I know somebody was just, Brick Hunter was asking where he could see the show. So I'm just going to drop the link to Tony's channel on the chat.
Eddie's mullet. Don't worry. The queen gets her loomies from you either way. Yeah, that's true. That is very true. So Hyper will put it in there for you guys. Again, thanks for joining us, guys. I know it's Sunday. If you're in Canada, enjoy the weekend. Long weekend. Obviously, you don't need me saying it, but don't drink and drive. Just have fun. And guys, as always, those books are out there. You just gotta search and search. Later.
Peace.
Peace.